Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Esther and welcome to my very unplanned Barcelona vlog. This trip was not like planned months in advance. We had the opportunity and just took it. So let me start from the beginning. My husband and I traveled. We traveled from Toronto to New York first and then connected to Barcelona. Long travel day, airports, waiting, all the sitting, and let me tell you, I barely ate on the flight because there was no rice. As a Nigerian girl, there was no rice. I was confused. I honestly should have packed snacks, and that was on me. Anyways, we finally landed in Barcelona. We get to our hotel, we check in, and by the grace of God, there's a Hard Rock cafe right beside where we are staying. I said, thank you, Lord, because I need to eat something that feels familiar right now. We sit down, order our food, and this is where the trip started shifting for me. The food tasted different, like actually different, richer, cleaner, like food that still remembers what's supposed to taste like. And immediately I am side-eyeing North America like, girl, wait, so people have been doing GMO on us this whole time. This food had no weird aftertaste, no chemical vibes. It was just food. After eating, we did a little walk around the area to stretch our legs, and everything felt slower. People weren't rushing, nobody looked stressed for no reason. We decided to do one of the city tour buses, the hop on and hop off kind, because honestly sometimes I don't want to think, I just want someone to drive me around and tell me what I'm looking at. This was not one of those trips where I planned every single thing we're going to do. They took us past so many historic buildings, different lovely neighborhoods, wonderful architecture. We also went to Camp Nou, which is the home of FC Barcelona. Now, I'm not the biggest football fan, but when in Barcelona, so we bought jerseys for friends and families who would appreciate it, and took some pictures. They were doing a lot of construction in the main stadium, so we couldn't go in. Later that evening, we went back to the hotel, took a nap, and later that evening, we went looking for dinner and found this beautiful restaurant called Bege Africa. It's a Senegalese and Gambian restaurant, and listen, I have never had food from that part of Africa before, but wow, I ordered something similar to jollof rice. I can't remember the name now, but the flavor was amazing. They had fish meat, everything was seasoned properly. They had bisap, which Nigerians call zobo, but theirs tasted a bit different, but still good. And I had a ginger drink. I kept ordering that again and again. They even had live musicians there serenading us while we ate. I added like a clip of what they were singing. It was so beautiful. Beautiful. We visited Casa Batilo, and walking through the space honestly blew my mind. Barcelona is such an old city, and the level of detail in the architecture, I was just in awe. I'm not much of an architecture whiz or somebody who has that interest, but this city really made me start looking up things. The biggest thing about this trip wasn't the places, it was the rest. Because as a mom, especially when you're constantly pouring into people, kids, home responsibilities, you don't always realize how empty you are until you stop. This trip reminded me that rest is not a luxury. It's not something you do because you have extra money or time. It's something you need to just be able to show up well. Mentally, emotionally, relationally. Even my husband was like, you seem very different. And I told him, yeah, because I'm rested. I'm sleeping 9-10 hours in a day. We laughed more, we talked more. We remembered what it felt like to just be us, before kids, before schedules, before all the to-do lists. And no, it wasn't about abandoning our kids. They were well taken care of, please. Some aunties are already asking me, where did you put my children? Please, they were fine. They were loved. And shout out to my friend who was with them. This is one of the reasons why I keep telling you community is important. It's not every day you have a friend who can handle 3 kids at the same time, including school drop-offs and pickups. Please. In fact, I need to include her email address so you guys can send her money. We've already decided this is going to be a yearly thing. 1 week, just us every year. Because pouring into our marriage and into ourselves is part of pouring into our family too. So if you're watching this and thinking, this sounds nice, but not realistic for me, hear me. It is something you plan for intentionally, little by little. Over a year, it's more doable than it seems. Barcelona gave me good food, beautiful architecture, new perspective, and most importantly, it gave me rest. And I'm so grateful for that. Thanks for coming along with us. Till I see you in my next video. Bye.